A ver si ahora se escucha. Entonces habrá reiniciar en otro. A ver. Autor, fondo del bocadillo, tamaño del bocadillo. Subtítulos de efectos sonoros. ¿Y por qué no estaban saliendo los subtítulos? Y voces. Vale. Modo difícil, otra vez.
Take this, LeChuck!
Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Nah, espero que se escuche ahora.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right,
Porque como
all
no se
right,
escucha,
I
después directo a
promise.
tomar por culo.
Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on,
Buenas.
let's go.
Cereza, buenas.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Y mal rollo.
Yes, sir.
Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Vale, a ver. Vamos a jugar con el ratón.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
Sounds real.
La voz de él, ¿vale? De pequeño. ¿Vale? La de él de pequeño es la voz. Me molestan las gafas porque me suda. La voz de él, ¿vale? Es la de.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with
No sé si habéis
cheese
jugado.
inside.
Bueno, lo habréis jugado seguro o lo habréis visto en algún directo. El niño que. En The Walking Dead, ¿vale? El videojuego. No salen dos niños. Que sale Clementine y luego sale un niño, ¿vale? Que, spoiler, muere. Bueno, se crea zombie. Pues la voz de él es la del niño
I
la
once
del
had
niño.
hiccups for 4 days straight.
Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Phil!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
Seguramente le tendremos que tirar algo.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it.
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog?
I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
Vale,
It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else.
Vale, es la llave de. Aquí supongo que ya no tendremos que hacer nada. Será la llave, bueno, como he puesto, la llave de la letrina.
In France, they call a scurvy.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket. It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Coger.
Good, you unlocked it.
Dios, qué asco.
Ugh, what is this stuff? It smells the same as the toilet. Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way, you do it.
Okay. Ugh. Gross.
¿Qué hay aquí dentro?
Gross. Gross.
I can stand on my head without using my hands.
Con tu cal. A ver qué es esta pieza.
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
Es como el dinero falso. ¿Pero puedo cogerlo?
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
I once ate 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
Turum. Estará Chucky.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
Vale.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Vale.
What can we get with this?
Me estás timando, hijo de la gran puta.
Tastes like a piece of 8.
Sabe como
Enough
verlo.
for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Como casi todo, qué cabrones.
I'm having these for breakfast, lunch, and dinner forever. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Vale, a ver qué encontramos por aquí. ¿De volumen? ¿Cómo lo veis? ¿Cómo lo escucháis? De volumen. No puedo.
Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
¿Leer el letrero?
Exhibit removed. Aww.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
A ver, tengo algo para tirarle. No puedo tirarle nada. Vaya.
Hey, look! I'm returning the key.
You want a medal?
Hombre, pues si me lo das, oye, pues no estaría mal, ¿eh?
That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Madre mía. A ver. Puedo abrir la lista de tareas. Y ya. Joma, ¿estás por ahí, Joma? A ver, comprar, trastear y explorar. Mirar el ancla, ganar a Chucky en una carrera. Dar de comer a la pata. Echar salsa a mi escorbutifarra. Ensayar la lucha de espadas, buscar un trébol de 4 hojas. Vale, pues vamos a ver.
Hey, Chucky, want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
Ah, que te...
Chucky wins!
Vale.
Woohoo! Yeah!
Next time for sure.
Hombre, creo que ahora ya sé cómo...
You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win!
Vale, pues una de las tareas ya las tengo hechas. Y ganar a Chucky. ¡Chucky!
Hey, hands off.
Ah, está tirado, hombre, ahí. Señora.
Excuse me.
Yes?
¿Nos da un poco de pan para dar de comer a la pata?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Buah, pues yo ya la acabo de ver.
That's a nice tree.
I'm only pretending to look at the tree. I'm actually spying on that couple by the pond.
No me
Have
dejes.
they done anything suspicious?
Very. I think they're trying to catch the duck.
What for?
Dinner?
I think they're only feeding the duck?
You haven't been watching them as long as I have.
Don't feed the duck.
Sé que tiene
I
buenas
wonder where
ideas.
this path goes.
Señora, pone que no se le debe de dar de comer a la pata.
Excuse me.
Yes?
¿Puede
Will you
fingir?
pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Nada.
Never mind.
No.
I want to feed the duck.
A ver qué encontramos por aquí. ¿Qué es esto?
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
Yo ya lo estoy viendo.
You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
Mm. Van a ensayar la lucha de espadas.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
Nuh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
¿He saltado? ¿Ensayar? Sí, vale.
Did you know your feet won't smell? You should put that on your scurvy dog.
¿Puedo? Yeah. Ahora sí que tengo una butifarra llena de ketchup. No habrá saltado, vale. A ver, mirar el ancla, dar de comer, buscar un trébol de potro. Vale. Mirar el ancla. ¿Dónde puede estar el ancla? Y el loco este que... Oye, pues... tanto que se quejaban del diseño artístico y tal. Vale. Oye, me parece muy bonito, ¿eh? Aquí.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old
Ya,
kind
pues
around
sí.
sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody
Hostia
thought of
puta,
a way to
pues
get
no
around
tiene-
that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach
Hostia, pues no tiene
another
cháchara la
anchor.
chiquilla ni nada.
And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made
En
port
realidad es
at
que
an
no quiero
invisible
saltarlo.
city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Ya. Me la ha dado como... Espérate. Mirar el ancla, vale, me la ha dado como buena. Ya no, vuelvas a hablar del ancla.
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
A ver, ¿cómo lo hacemos? Para que estos dos... me den un poquito de pan.
That's our bread.
¿Tendré que irme a la siguiente zona? A ver. ¡Hostia! Esa pedazo raid de Sergio. ¿Qué tal está, Sergio? A ver. A ver si encontramos por aquí. No, hostia. Buscar el... ¿Eh?
Do not pick the four-leaf clovers.
¿Cómo no?
As if.
Un trébol de 4 hojas. Sí.
I found one.
Awesome!
There was still one left. Darn.
Pues aquí estamos, jugando un poquito a Return to Monkey Island. A ver
Did
qué
you
tal
know
está.
you can keep a scurvy dog warm
¿Qué ha
by
salido hoy?
sticking it in your armpit?
Recoger la moneda. Hostia, vamos a recoger moneda.
I should throw my coin in and make a wish. I should throw my coin in and make a wish.
Oye, vamos allá. Vamos a tirar un deseito ahí. ¡Ah! A ver. Deseo otra. Que hablemos. No, déjate. Deseo una planta chula. Que Chucky tenga bigote.
I wish Chucky had a mustache.
Ah! Oh!
Hijos de puta. Vale, a ver. ¿Qué dar de comer? Es que solo nos queda esto. Hostia, ¿cómo lo hacemos? ¿Cómo encontramos? ¿Cómo hacemos para quitarle? ¿Será con el trébol?
Excuse me.
Yes?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Ya, pero es que justamente el letrero pone que no deben dar de comer a la pata.
Don't feed the duck.
Vale. No les puedo dar.
I want to feed the duck.
Are we done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this way.
En realidad quiero coger...
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
¿Cómo les robo? A ver si le digo, si le doy de... Qué asco. Ahí, traga fuerte, traga fuerte.
Yuck! I don't think that was ketchup.
Me parece que no era ketchup.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
Scorbut.
That's a cool anchor.
No,
That
no, no,
just
no, no,
shows
no,
how
no, no.
little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you
Solo
read
le ha
as
dicho de
much
hablar
about
con ella.
anchors as I have.
Que no.
Did you
Calla,
know that
calla.
anchors originally weren't
Calla.
designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger
Mierda.
because they would do more
Calla.
damage that way. Then,
¿Cuál es
people
ese
noticed what
botón para
happened
saltar
when
el
you missed
diálogo?
the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually
¿cuál es
less
ese botón para
effective than the
saltar el
sharper
diálogo?
V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter
Lo
V
taladro que es
had
esta
luck.
niña
You
con
can
las
still find
malditas
the old
anclas.
kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly.
Joder, es que no
and
sé
then
cuál
it
es ese
doesn't
botón.
catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago,
No te vuelvo a preguntar,
somebody
niña.
thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara,
que-
meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Ya. Me voy.
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
Hostia, pero ¿cómo puedo cogerle?
Stop it!
Si le vuelvo.
Stop it! That's our bread! That's our bread! Hey! Hands off!
A ver si le...
Stop it! That's our bread!
How's the surveillance going?
He keeps tapping his foot. I think it might be a code.
How's the surveillance going?
He keeps tapping his foot. I think it might be a code.
Buena, Samu.
How's the surveillance going?
He keeps tapping his
Vale, no,
foot.
todo el rato
I
diciendo
think
lo
it might
mismo.
be a code.
No sé cómo coño coger
Some
el pan.
places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
A ver si le tiro... No. Si le tiro el... Porque es darle pan, ¿no? Darle de comer a la pata. A ver. Claro, estoy cabezonado con darle de comer.
I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself.
Tiene que haber algo por aquí. Que abra en la cesta. Vale.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I
Buena,
have half
Freeman.
a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
blah 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 blah
De puta.
blah 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Hijos de
Blah
puta.
blah 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. I certainly hope you'll have better manners in the future.
Tiene que haber algo.
I once ate 2 scurvy dogs at the same
Sí, tiene que
time.
haber algo que... A ver,
I
examinar.
never thought I'd ever find one.
Me falta eso, me falta la última, darle de comer. No sé cómo darle de comer.
That was cool. I wish I had another coin.
Pues tírale.
What you looking at?
Those kids jumping rope down there? They're doing it wrong.
No sabe jugar. ¡Homer! Está el pan ahí, ¿vale? Tengo que hacerle algo para... Sé que tengo que hacer algo para quitarles el pan, ¿vale? Para no zarcar. Y no le voy a hablar otra vez a la niña con
I
el...
once ate 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
Solo tengo 3 objetos. Voy a volver atrás un momento. Si me deja, claro está. Esa ancla, no pienso volver otra vez. La ancla, ni de coña.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
Por aquí. ¡Ey, Luyo! A ver si le doy... No.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
Aquí es donde venimos, si es que no hemos hecho nada, si es que... ¡Y! ¡Corre! Pues no sé. Pues trata, no hablar con la niña cuando esté cerca de la... del ancla, ¿vale? Mira, voy a ver. Voy a seguir enseñando. A ver si por alguna casualidad pasa algo.
Your sword is as sharp as a banana.
I'll still tear you down to size.
I for sure won that one.
In your dreams.
You fight like kids.
Peleáis como los críos.
Do you want a sword fight with me?
I've seen you fight. Come back in a few years, maybe.
Va, ¿me quiere? Pues bueno, me voy a pirar. Porque no encuentro la manera... Ay, perdón,
Hey, Dad.
que yo pensaba que era el de pequeño.
Hey kids,
Y no,
Having
es
fun?
el puto hijo.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
big whoop. Oh boy, that takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island. where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long
¿Se va
story?
para largo?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Puedes comenzar de nuevo, dice. Acaba de comenzar en realidad, coma. Acaba casi está de comenzar. Es un normal. Bueno, primeras sensaciones. Me gusta el diseño artístico. ¿Vale? Me gusta el diseño artístico. Tanto que la gente se ha quejado y quitar y no sé qué. Oye, el diseño artístico me gusta. Es muy... Las gracietas son Monkey Island, puro y duro. Sí, tengo que decirlo. Subtítulos grandes. Gracias. Parte 1. Un lugar acogedor.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case.
Vale.
Hi,
Mira.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember
¿Te
me?
acuerdas de mí?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood.
No leeréis unas cuantas
What have you
cositas
been up
porque
to?
me tapa la
You
cámara.
know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an
No sé si
expedition together
bajarle la
to find the
cámara.
secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
Si queréis bajo la cámara para que la podáis, para que cuando ellos estén hablando se lea mejor. Mejor las... Es que más arriba no puedo subirla. LeChuck raptó a mi mujer.
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point.
Es que no lo sé. Pumba, es que no sé. Pero es que tapa los subtítulos. Y claro, los subtítulos no salen abajo. Si saliesen abajo no me importaría. Pero claro, como salen encima del personaje, pues es una putada.
He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites
bajarlo-
attract, but what do I
En vez
know?
de tal, bajarle honesto. ¿Sabes? Me refiero. A ver. Bajarla aquí.
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
Yo creo que ahí están bien. Esa rata y ese búho llevan mucho tiempo ahí.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me.
Me voy a montar mi propia travesía.
I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
Ir al interior de bajar a los muelles. Leer el cartel.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's hard on softness.
A ver qué tenemos por aquí. Abrir la lista. A ver. Hablar con los jefes piratas para conseguir dinero. Gastar fajos de billete en financiar la expedición. Encontrar el secreto de Monkey Island. Y revivir los días de gloria. Ahí está él. Scum Bar. Estarán en el lamoso de la mesa del fondo, ¿no? Aquí esto es aquí siempre igual, ¿eh?
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
Vale, también voy a... aquí, un momentito. Joder. Mierda de... Joder. Tío, qué rabia me da el... Pues nada, va por culo. Me da mucha rabia, tío, el darle al OBS, ¿vale? Y que la pantalla me suba. No, coño, estoy dándole al OBS. No me subas la pantalla. Pues no lo sé, Juba.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you? Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Where are the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition? Who is it that you think you are exactly?
A ver si me deja quitarlo. Vale, esto voy a bajarlo aquí. Y esto voy a bajarlo aquí. ¿Qué cojones están diciendo?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison. Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are
Sus atributos de
amazing!
saque son
Plunder
brutales.
stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent? It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
Es precisamente una incursión.
It's not exactly a raid.
What else would we be interested in?
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
A ver. Es un botín de es un eterno misterio que hay que desentrañar. Es un botín de un valor monetario incalculable. O este.
It's a prize of incredible cultural value.
Culture? You mean like a cheese or something?
Vaya. Sí que es un queso.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out.
Podría compensar por ayudarme. Decirme dónde hay un barco libre.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Sabéis quién le va a dar el barco, ¿no?
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
Se te parten en toda la puta cara.
Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
Nosotros me callan mejor. Aquí por el suelo.
Elaine?
Guybrush!
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
Esperaba que aparecieras en esta historia. A ver, ¿cómo va tu iniciativa para prevenir el escorbuto? No tendrás a mano un barco, ¿verdad? Recuérdame cuánto tiempo llevamos casados.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you.
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks. I'll try that.
A ver, ¿cómo va tu iniciativa?
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of lines to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Creo que los dos hemos conocido a la Capitana Madison.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the Secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
Me siento mejor solo hablar contigo.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
¿Seguro que tienes que irte ya?
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
Venga, va.
No, you say bye first.
No, you say bye first.
Venga.
Bye.
Bye.
Que si no te puedes tirar con ese momento, vamos.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee.
A ver qué es lo que ha colgado.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end.
Es que es igual, tío, esto del vudú.
Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
El sitio no ha cambiado en años.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
Desde la última vez que han pasado
You
años.
mean fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much.
Enterita, la botella.
The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
Sí, tiro.
Ooh. You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of
Pero
hints.
pistas, olvídate.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
Vale.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Bueno.
The sign says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
A la calle mayor, que es donde estaba la iglesia. Vale, la iglesia.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work. Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Vale.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Hi there, newcomer.
Hiya. Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Joder.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locksmith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Ya se llamaba Terra. ¿Era? Hijos de puta. Hijos de puta, la madre que los parió.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Si pierdes la...
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
¿Me prestas tu lector?
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
If it is a key, could you duplicate it?
I'm not sure you're supposed to take it literally.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Handsome-looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
These are nice.
Thanks.
Me voy. Visitar la cárcel.
A visitor!
Hostia.
Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that.
Todos esos disquetes. Y ahora lo único que tienes que hacerlo es irte a Steam, descargarlo e instalarlo.
What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Venga. Es aún más delito.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Será mi propiedad número 3.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Vale, para sacar a este tengo que...
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts.
Puto Stan.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Hijo puta. Es igual, hasta los movimientos de las manos a lo loco,
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
Esperaba comprarte un barco.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son.
Pues no, al final
It's
se me
not
ha
what a
tirado para
man
abajo.
does that matters. It's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
Nada te hace el lío. En cuanto le diga de comprarte un barco.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sale, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Puedes enviarme la compra.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Ah, yo lo robo, ¿vale? Hago un motín, yo lo robo y tú me lo vendes. Hijo de puta.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Melee Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
¿No tenías un bufete o algo así?
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Paseo por Melee Island. ¿Te ayudaría si te saco de la cárcel?
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. I'm going after the Secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. See you later.
Yep.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
How's your day going?
Bueno. Lo suyo sería algo con...
Welcome back.
Hello. I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Hello again. I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course.
Vale.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
El grupo, un grupo. Vale. A ver. Nada, conseguir encontrar.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories. Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. It seems to be stuck closed. It seems to be stuck closed. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
Y los muelles tiene que haber algo. Vale, esto que veis aquí, ¿vale? No sirve para nada. Vale, esto es un objeto que vas a tener aquí que no sirve para nada. ¿Por qué? Porque es de la es por la reserva, ¿vale? Al hacer la reserva te dan este objeto. Pero ¿qué pasa? Que en la propia cuando te lo dan, ¿vale? Ya te lo ponen en el juego, ¿vale? Dice, te vamos a dar una barda. Dice que no te va a servir para nada durante todo el juego. Dice, la vas a tener de adorno en todo el juego. No quiero una pista, no. De momento no. Coño, que quiero tirar aquí. Pues nada, voy a tener que caminar a los muelles, a ver. A ver qué me dicen los LeChuck. Los lechuguinos.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job. You're short a swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
¿Tienes algo de mayor categoría?
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated?
I thought so.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
How about ship surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree?
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Andrew LeChuck. Sobrino.
Andrew LeChuck, nephew.
Oh, ballsy play, Andrew. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry, can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Reventad envenenados.
Looks like this is going to be a long journey. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here. How clever.
Le Barco, ¿eh? Como él se llama LeChuck, Pues...
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Vale, aquí ya se puede entrar.
Hey, Wally.
Hey, Wally.
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
Estoy buscando una fregona.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
Well, I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the Secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
Menos mal que Wally no es rencoroso. No. El pueblo parece
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Eso.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh.
Vale, a ver qué encontramos por aquí.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island.
Isla Calzoncillo. Voy a preguntarle. ¿Del bar? fondo del scumbar está la cocina. Yeah.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Pues de puta.
Peachy. How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Está bien, está bien. De una pieza.
She's good. No pieces missing.
Kids yet?
Whoa, easy there, Tiger. I'm still in my juvenile phase myself. That's what Elaine says anyway.
Well, tell her I say hello.
¿Dónde puedo comprar
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
¿Y dónde puedo encontrar ese árbol?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Es como el capítulo de Boba Fett, ¿vale? Cuando le meten el bicho por la nariz, que tiene que buscar el árbol y cortar la rama para tallar el arma. Es igual.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Vale, pues
okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Como he dicho, ¿vale? La voz del niño, ¿vale? La voz del hijo del prota, ¿vale? Es la voz del niño de la primera temporada de Walking Dead, el videojuego, ¿vale? Están los dos nanos, ¿vale? Que está Clementine y después está el otro chavalín, que es la de la otra familia. Y es la voz.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Bueno, pues nada, vamos allá. No puedo robarle. Huirme con la fregona.
Stay away from my mop.
Vale. A ver qué encontramos por aquí.
Yo ho!
Pues vamos a subir hasta... Coño, arriba. Y creo que... Astillero, mansión de la gobernadora, calle mayor, bosque... ¿Bosque? Qué chulo el mapita este.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks.
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
¿Puedo robarla? A ver, que lo por aquí. Galletita.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Para loros sanos. No veo nada más aquí. Algo que te llame la atención. A ver. ¿Puedo?
It doesn't seem interested.
No, pero puedo hacerle el intercambio. ¿Por dónde se sale aquí? Pero puedo hacerle el intercambio con las galletas que tiene la tía de la cerrajería. Vamos. De momento, como me ha dicho que lo del barco. Joder. Lo del mapa. No voy a entrar aún al bosque. Mientras tanto, en el barco de LeChuck.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done. Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hello.
Hola. ¿Puedo hacerle?
It doesn't seem interested. Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks. The ones on the plate were getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Don't mind if I do.
Y ahora...
I've got enough to last me.
Tengo de sobra. Y ahora a lo mejor... Voy a ir a la tía esta del mapa. A ver si tiene algo del bosque.
Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Bye.
Voy a ir al bar, vale. Supongo que la fregona tendrá alguna astilla. Ese tío es nuevo, ¿no? Ese tío no estaba.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
Stay away from my mop. Stay away from my mop.
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Te mira detrás de ti, un mono de 3 cabezas.
Oh, look behind you, a 3-headed monkey.
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion.
Vale.
It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
Esto es lo que molaba de que cada el Marlin este. Nada, voy a la casa de la gobernadora a ver. Pues eso, que es la mansión de la gobernadora.
Carla.
Chan.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit, but it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You've come far since I got you your first cushy government job.
I hope you're not about to try to take credit for me being governor, because that would be both absurd and obnoxious, and I might have to skewer you for it.
No, furthest thing from my mind.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine can handle it. She doesn't need me.
I don't doubt that, but it isn't about what she does or doesn't need. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
Well, I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Duelitos.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
A ver, ¿por dónde ver? ¿Dónde está la cocina?
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Pues ya sabemos lo que va a ser la parte del mocho. ¿Te crees que te va a dejar?
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Ole. A ver qué clase de dulce no es el favorito. Hostia. Bueno, antes ha dicho las natillas, pero no pone nada de natillas. Yo voy a decir los petit choux, pero no. Que claro, te preguntan cosas de los antiguos juegos. Y yo no me acuerdo de los antiguos. Jugué al 1, pero... El gran libro de mapas del tesoro.
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh.
Náuticas, no. Lo quiero ya para el equipo. Suele pasar, Homa, pero tienes que esperar. Pues nada, voy a entrar al bosque directamente. Vamos para adentro. Vamos por aquí. A ver. Por aquí.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map. I'm hopelessly lost without
Vale,
a
si
map.
no tienes un mapa, estás... no te deja. El astillero.
Wow, it's worse than I imagined.
Hostia. Recién salidito, recién salido. Recién salido.
It's a dried up old sea sponge.
¡Popa esponja!
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Y es de agradecer los subtítulos.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
No puedo entrar, ¿no? No me deja. No me da la opción de entrar. Pues nada, vámonos aquí, al museo. Y voy a ver si le puedo dar las galletitas estas las galletitas rancias al loro. Come, loro. Come.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. The display case is locked. The display case is locked.
¡Hala! ¡Hostia! Fijaos que tiene la pata de palo, ¿vale? Pero... ¿qué le asoma por aquí atrás? ¿Qué le asoma por aquí atrás? Está apoyada en la pata de palo. Hija de puta. A ver, no hay nada. No hay nada.
It's hopeless.
Ah, coño. Era aquí. Esta es la que quiero abrir. Ah.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
Lo más probable es que tengamos que robarle esto, ¿vale? Para que luego LeChuck no nos reconozca. Claro.
I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Blandito y súper suave.
It's good for relieving stress. I've got a few coins for incidentals.
Es que no quiero mirar esto.
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Quiero mirar una cosa, a ver si hay algún... Una planta carnívora.
A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth.
Por aquí ven. A ver si hay setas.
Ew.
Coge setas.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Bueno, voy a tener que hablar con... Mierda. Con el del bar. A ver qué me puede decir de la...
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Figura histórica.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
Tell me about
Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
La chapita. ¿Y por qué no te quitas la chapa? Te pregunto.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body is fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Soy más chapa que hombre.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Dilo.
Say it.
No.
Dilo.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Now get lost.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort
Esa no la
of,
conocía yo.
a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Buah, es un normal.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay.
La semana pasada. Pues nada, vamos a ver. Espérate, creo que he visto algo aquí en la mesa. No. Re buena estreza.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Vale, pues nada.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Pero no tiene nada.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Piensas como una vaca. Coño, ¿dónde estaba?
Can I borrow a book?
Así le dices.
You never
"Te lo
brought
pagaré".
back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Pues nada, no me va. Y no me deja ir a ningún sitio.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hi. Ooh, they smell nice and toasty, but I've already got plenty of crackers. Hello again.
Rajero.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
I don't need to update this by hand. The game takes care of it for me. What's that lock?
That's for hats. And please, don't touch the glass.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid! You look like you're having a good time. That's nice.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Voy a ir a hablar con... A ver si la del vudú.
It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Vale.
It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used.
No lo
Product
puedes
is sharp
utilizar.
and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath.
Al final,
At
no lo
all
compro.
times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Al final me la ha dado, ¿no? Vale. A ver si puedo...
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. I'd need a lot of keys to open that.
Creo que ya no puedo comprar nada más, ¿no? No me deja. Gracias.
This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
John Laney, ¿no tenía...? ¿La gobernadora no tenía un libro de John Laney?
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Creo que ya lo sé.
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Vale. Se llamaba... Espérate. Ah, hostia, ¿cómo se llamaba? La gobernadora. ¿Carla?
Dear Carla.
Siento haber perdido el libro que me
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Eres tenaz o la tenacidad. ¿Qué?
I realize that you are tough on toughness. And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
Ahora tengo un sistema de recordatorios.
I've implemented a reminder system for myself. This is for you.
No va a colar, pero bueno.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
Eres dura de roer, ¿eh?
Dear Carla. Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I value that you are dedicated to dedication. And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
A ver. Me das un minuto.
You scare the heck out of me. This is for you.
Dear Carla,
No acepta ninguna, pero bueno.
this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
Dear Carla. Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Sí, no, a ver. Agradezco que seas fanática de la contundencia.
I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. And everybody says how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
Aunque en verdad no tiene nada
Even though it wasn't really my fault.
Habrá que intentarlo, ¿no? A ver.
This is for you.
Dear Carla. Not really your fault? This isn't an apology. It's an excuse. I reject your frog.
Dear Carla.
A ver.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness. And everybody says how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
Prometo hacerlo mejor.
I promise to do better in the future.
A ver si cuela.
This is for you.
Dear Carla.
No, tampoco.
This is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Vale, creo que más o menos va por ahí.
Dear Carla.
Siento
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Creo que es esta.
I admire that you are hard on softness.
Si quieres más simpática.
And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
Voy a seguir haciendo esta.
I promise to do better in the future. This is for you.
Dear Carla. This is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Dear Carla. Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness. And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future. This is for you.
A ver si ahora cuela.
Dear Carla. This is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Que no puedo hacerlo mejor. Voy a cambiar la
Dear
última.
Carla. Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness. And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself. This is for you.
Dear Carla. This is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Dear Carla. Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness. And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. You scare the heck out of me. This is for you.
Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Pero ¿qué te falta? Amiga. No es que puedas hacerlo mejor, es que ya no sé qué.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I realize that you are tough on toughness. And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
Pero coño, es que...
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness.
Es esta.
And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
No hay más. Si las tres primeras son las que...
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
A ver. Estamos que... No sé,
Dear Carla.
Voy a decirle otra cosa.
Sorry for forgetting your birthday. I admire that you are hard on softness. And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself. This is for you.
Dear Carla, what's this about forgetting my birthday? I'm pretty sure I never told you my birthday. Not the real one, anyway. I reject your frog.
Dear Carla.
A ver, haberte hecho volar por los aires aquella vez. Es que esta no es, ¿vale? Se me ha vuelto a quedar sin internet, ¿no? Sí, me ha vuelto a hacer otra vez, la de siempre.
Sorry for blowing you up that one time. I admire that you are hard on softness. And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself. This is for you.
Dear Dear Carla, what's this about blowing me up? I don't remember it quite like that. Anyway, I don't know why you're apologizing, and I'm not sure you know either. I reject your frog.
Coño, si te lo estoy diciendo, que te estoy pidiendo perdón desde hace 5 minutos, 10 minutos, 20 minutos.
Dear Carla.
Siento verte perdido el
Sorry
libro.
for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness.
Es este.
And everybody says how nice you
este.
are. Please accept my humblest apology. You scare the heck out of me. This is for you.
Si no hay más.
Dear Carla.
Si no hay más respuestas.
This is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing.
Las dos últimas no hay más respuestas ya. No hay más respuestas. ¿Vale? Ese es el tema. Después de las últimas no hay más respuestas.
Dear Carla.
Te las he dicho todas.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness. And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology. You scare the heck out of me. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
No es que pueda hacerlo mejor. Si es que no me la estás cogiendo porque no te está saliendo del coño. ¿Vale? No me estás cogiendo. Las disculpas porque no te está saliendo del coño. No te lo puedo decir más. Si las primeras las he acertado y las segundas he contestado todas, es imposible que no la cojas. Ya es porque no te está saliendo.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's hard on softness.
Es dura con la blandura. Y te lo está diciendo aquí.
Honoring Melee Island's 27th Governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santo Domingo. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever Governor of Melee.
Joder, Dios, no pongas.
Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. No. Okay, no, probably not. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
He doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
See anything interesting out there?
change. The future.
Are those the names of ships? All I can see is open water.
It's what I named my cataracts.
Huh.
Sí, ya llevamos las horas que llevamos. Voy a guardar. ¿Y cómo seguís? A ver, ¿se ha guardado? No sé. Sí. Y nada, voy a dejarlo por aquí, ¿vale? Sí que no sé qué hora es. 12:30. No creo que nadie esté haciendo un directo ahora. Así que nada, chicos, lo vamos a dejar por aquí, ¿vale? Y eso. Mañana más. Mañana sí, mañana el horario normal. Que hoy no veas, tío. Me ponían a las 2 de la mañana, ¿vale? Ponía faltan 15 horas. A las 11 decían faltan 6 horas. A ver, si te pones a contar, ¿vale? Te pones a contar y dices, a ver, 17, ¿vale? Son las 11. Faltan 6 horas, son las 17. A las 5 tiene que salir el juego. Pues no. Para ellos, las 17 son las 6 de la tarde. Yo creo que la página de Steam tiene que cambiar ya la modalidad de sacar los juegos, ¿vale? De ponerle un tiempo contrarreloj en tiempo real, ¿vale? Es decir, faltan tal y que te ponga faltan 17 horas con 58 minutos de tal, ¿vale? No hacer faltan 6 horas. 6 horas, puedes decirme que faltan 6 horas como que faltan 7, ¿sabes? Tiene que cambiarlo, ¿vale? Eso tienen que cambiarlo. Steam tiene que cambiar eso ya, pero ya. Así que nada, bueno, chicos. Como siempre voy diciendo, es un placer tener a todos por aquí. Sed buenos y mañana nos vemos. Hasta otra.